What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of Sundays with Strika. In case you forgot how to pronounce my name over the last week, my name is Laika Abibi, aka Strika, and it's been another crazy week of sports as we look to continue to trek this new normal that we're trying to find ourselves in. But thank you to everybody for tuning in and kicking it with me, and we'll get right into it with episode 6. It's been a really good week for me because I ran my first basketball event. Not by myself, of course, but I was part of running my first basketball event. Of course, I know you guys, I'm sure you know this by now, but I do work for WJG Sports and help my friend Kai Jones out from time to time. And we come up with this idea over the last several months to have an event of this caliber. And of course, with COVID-19, things and plans changed a lot. We had a huge lineup of things that we were planning on doing, but with everything going on, we have to change it up a little bit. And nonetheless, we were still able to hold our first ever WJG Sports Classic. It was this past Tuesday at Wayne Christian School in Goldsboro, and we're very thankful to those people, to Coach Luis Miranda, to the entire community for coming out. Everybody that worked to clean the school, you know, everyone involved with Wayne Christian School, all of the student athletes and parents that took the time out of their busy schedule to come out and play some basketball. I know for some of them, it was the first time they played basketball in a while, like organized basketball. So it was good to get them back out there. And I gotta thank Coach Smitty, Coach Michael Coles, Trey and Jock Corden, who for our mixtapes. I know I'm going to be missing a few people, so I know Kai had that covered through social media this past week. But Coach Trell Hall, Marcus Metcalf, who helped us with cleaning crew stuff. Wayne Country Day, great, by the way. Let's see. I know I'm missing a lot of people. Oh, yeah, all the college coaches that we ended up having watch the event because the event was live streamed. It was also our first live streamed event. We look forward to doing that again in the future. And this is an event we really came up with over the last several months. The rosters were about combined boys and girls. I think we had like 35 to 40, but instead we were only able to have 28 combined because, you know, people cause COVID-19 and all that stuff. I'm sure you guys have kept up with that. Nonetheless, our MVPs definitely do breakdowns of those two. Lexi Jeffries, the Wayne Country Day great, who just graduated. She didn't have to attend because she didn't really find a fit to play college basketball anywhere yet. So right now she's gonna be at NC State, and she's good enough to walk on there because she's such a talented basketball player. From the mid range, low post, she wakes up, she gets 20 points and 10 rebounds whenever she wants, and she was really, really good at our event, and really her entire career at Wayne Country Day, she's done nothing but win basketball games out there. So it's not a surprise how great she was at this event over the 2 games. And it wasn't just Lexi, it was all of the ladies, because I know they were it took them, they were laboring a little bit in that second game. There were a lot of people catching cramps, and it's understandable when you haven't played an organized game in a while. But I mean, there were so many great moments, like Alicia Boyette running, diving for a loose ball 3 times. And I said it all that entire Tuesday night. I was like, it made me want to run through a brick wall, how much hustle she gave on, and that was like within the first few minutes of the game. I was like, wow. I mean, we also had great prospects. We had Dariana Howard from Clayton as a named college coaches should keep an eye on for the next several years. She's very special already, and she's only scratching the surface. Jakia Brunson, of course, she already is close to 1,000 points in 2 years. She played 8th grade varsity and 9th grade varsity at Wayne Country Day. And she's also going to be a name to hear for a long time. We had players from 6 different counties, I believe. We had Cumberland was well represented. Hannah Lewis from Terry Sanford High School, rising junior forward, she played really well. We had Kinston. We had Kalia Hargett, rising senior guard. She's going to be really big for their program. Mary Archibald from Goldsboro shot the lights out, and so did Krishaya McCoy from Midway High School, which is Sampson County. We had several others. Brianna Verme, who's the host pretty much, because she goes to Wayne Christian. She got to play an event in her home gym, and she played great too. I mean, honestly, I could go down the line. I mean, Caitlin Parrish played very well. I mean, it's really just, I know I didn't name everybody, but we're very thankful for all of them. I mean, it was just really, really well done. Both games were competitive, even when they were catching cramps. Both games, they were both teams going hard at all times. There was nothing but energy. Great defense was being played. Kimora Cox played well. She defended well and shot the 3-ball very well. Really just very happy with how this event turned out on the girls' side, because they came out ready to play, and the boys had a tough act to follow, because these ladies showed out for sure. So on the boys' side, BJ Freeman was our MVP for the boys' side, and since Tuesday he's picked up two more Division I offers from Old Dominion and Towson, and I'm sure more will be coming soon as well. I mean, yeah, Xavier Atkinson, another guard / forward, 6'4", 5", really, really athletic, being looked at by some Division II and D1 programs. Corey Faison is going to be so special. I mean, he's been terrorizing the AAU circuit even before he came to play in our event and after. Nate Willis, who's going to East Wake next year. We had Jaquan Curry, top scorer in the WJG sports coverage area last year. Dylan Wiggins from Cleveland, another very consistent player for the Rams. They're going to have a chance to win a conference title. I mean, I could go down the list. It was really just a great event. Naisha Waller, Jaheim Taylor, Aiden Taylor, Tyrese Whitley, they all came out and played great. Roderick Benjamin and Otis Coley played well. I mean, it's really, I could go down the line and name just about everybody. I know I didn't name everybody, but I got recruiting info on everyone. If any college coach needs that, I'm willing to send it to you. And of course, there's a replay of the stream on the WJG Sports YouTube channel, which y'all should check out whenever you get the chance. But overall, the event was great, and of course, with an event like this, you got to get fed well. And Kai's mom threw down, and we had chicken wings, mac and cheese, green beans. Like the plates were the closer, and it was like I told Kai the other day. I was like, the dinner part was like Mariano Rivera coming down in the 9th inning, getting 1, 2, 3 to close the deal. That is exactly how good that food was. But so definitely got to thank her. Definitely got to thank everybody that was involved, and we appreciate the support from afar. I mean, I've gotten feedback from Division I assistant coaches to all the way down to JUCO coaches. Any feedback is welcomed, of course. Constructive criticism, we want that too. We want to make this event something that can be built on and be established for a long time. And we hope that future events like this, like the one I got planned for December along with Kai, we we want that event to be really, really well done. So once again, we're probably going to be talking more about the WJG Sports Classic this week too on Just Like Brothers. So yeah, man, it was just really, really fun, and I think those kids, those parents, everyone that attended, I think everybody needed a night like that just to have some sense of normalcy. And by the way, just so that I know I didn't talk about this at the beginning, I should have talked about this at the beginning, but we took all the necessary precautions to make sure the safety of everybody that attended. There were temperature checks at the door. Masks were available at the door. They had to be on at all times for everybody that was in the building. There was social distancing involved, from like where the kids sat to how spectators sat in the stands, and sanitizing the balls after every time they play. And it was I think we did a really good job of that. And of course, we're going to continue to try and build on this and make it something that's established for a while. And we hope that the entire community can be a part of it. But yeah, I'll save the rest for Just Like Brothers with Kai. So, but yeah, WJG Sports Classic, y'all should check out. We're gonna have highlights of that soon, so be on the lookout for that. We got some great highlights for you. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the NCISAA and their decision, pending the decision of Governor Cooper's going to phase 3 on August 7th, that they are going to have fall sports this year in some fashion. I know that from recent weeks, we know the NCHSAA is not starting until September 1st for all sports, but the NCISAA, I believe they're beginning for every sport except for football. Practices can begin August 10th, I believe, and first scrimmages the 24th of August, and first games August 31st, and then football will start at the earliest September 4th in terms of practice, I believe. It was a very interesting decision, for sure, because I know the NCISAA kind of handles things a lot differently than the public school associations when it comes to things of this nature, and it seemed to be that way for a while until everything got shut down. But they were one of the last organizations in the state to shut down. Either way, it was really interesting that they're trying to actually have fall sports, and I mean there are a lot of member schools around the state that play not just 11-man but 8-man football too, and it could be something that really provides it could actually get them more students to come to their schools, which would really hurt NCHSAA schools in the process, depending on what happens over the next week or so in terms of decisions made. It's really something that people should keep an eye on as to how they're going to handle it, what safety measures are going to be taken to make sure that student athletes are out there and having fun and being safe while doing so. Of course, football as a high-risk sport, I can see why they waited to delay that to past September, similar to what the NCHSAA has already done. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it's a lot of high school associations across the country are making this tough choice. Like, I know that Alabama is thinking about actually playing fall sports, including football, like at a normal time, like on time, like in August. So, I mean, well, August is a few days away, but you know what I mean. There are others that might take a while. I know Iowa's been playing sports, at least off the top. I think they're still playing sports, but it's a lot of it's going to be kind of like, house divided type beat. It's going to be it's going to be a lot of people are going to say, yeah, let's play sports, let's do it. And some are going to be like, hold on a second, let's wait for this to get a little bit better first and a little bit better first and keep going. Then maybe we can have something of a shortened season or something. I know there's been debates all over the place with coaches and players and media and everyone involved in high school sports in the state, that I know there's a very vocal group that really wants high school sports to be played. And I mean, I can understand their point. They want the kids to feel like they're living a normal life and having fun playing sports, but there's also people that feel like, maybe taking precautions first is the right idea. And of course, we're now literally, August starts this week, I think. So we're at that point where we already know that fall sports are not going to happen in August. So whatever necessary precautions we could take, we can try to find a way to combat this so that we can actually have a chance to play sooner rather than later, because at this point we're not sure what's next because of everything that's going on with this with the COVID-19 pandemic, especially around here. So really, the NCISAA's decision to play fall sports is very interesting, and people probably are wondering, is this a play to get kids to come to their school, or is it a play for business, for money, for things to help the organization, things of that nature? So I mean, it's an interesting topic to think about, and I know everybody's had this conversation for a while, and it happens to be like that sometimes. So definitely something to keep an eye on, and we'll see if that holds true. And once again, it's all depending on if Roy Cooper decides to go with Phase 3, which, if I'm correct, Phase 2 runs until August 7th as of right now. Of course, subject to change because it's changed. I think it's been extended like 3 times already. But either way, NCISAA playing fall sports in some fashion pretty early for some and not for others is definitely quite interesting. Another thing about it is there have been some social media posts I've seen going around saying that, I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure you might have seen it already, potentially student athletes leaving the state of North Carolina to play sports because, North Carolina's kind of delayed on playing sports right now at the moment. I mean, and here's the thing, it's already happened. I mean, I know earlier on previous episodes I've said, it's been reported that Will Felton is attending Hargrave Military Academy, the former Millbrook standout basketball player, and he's going to be going there for his senior year. Carter Witt from Leesville Road is going to Brewster Academy for his senior year. And now you got football players saying, I'm going to be going out of state or to a private school to play sports because my public school might not have sports. So I've seen a lot of kids transfer to schools like Christ School and like all those Charlotte private schools that play high school football, 11-man. It could be a trend that gets seen for a long time over the next several weeks because of the really big uncertainty of sports being played in 2020, at least for the rest of 2020, at least for youth sports. And it will affect the main sports, but it'll also affect the sports like soccer, volleyball, and all the other fall sports, cross country, girls golf. Really interesting that this could be a trend for a while. I mean, you already see it starting. I mean, we are the 2021 class in this state, which is really, really good, they've lost two of their very best, and now rankings are getting shifted all over the place. But speaking of, a lot of these 2021 prospects have been playing great over this restart of AAU ball across Big Shot circuit, and I know Phenom Hoop Report is in Rock Hill this weekend too. So I mean, when you see what Dalen Berry's been doing for Panther Creek, Bobby Pettiford doing his usual, Terquavion Smith doing his usual, Dontrez Styles, when he's been out there, has played well. I know this 2021 class is really special. BJ Freeman too. I mean, BJ Freeman, I don't think he gets enough respect from scouts who ranked this 2021 class. I mean, he has been playing monstrous, and I mean, it's worked out. He's got 2 Division I offers this week, and he's got several already. It's gonna be interesting where his recruitment takes him. He's one of the top uncommitted guys right now. I know Eric Vanderheiden's committing tomorrow, actually, if I'm correct. Actually, I have to check that, but it is this. I know he's committing this week. But either way, it's been good seeing the circuit, the high school basketball circuits kind of, get back into the flow and, have fun with it. And everybody's been going to South Carolina to hoop because that's where people are allowed to hoop right now, I guess. I don't know how South Carolina's running things, but it seems like it's opened up enough to where, gyms are being used, and they're all taking necessary precautions. I know they're taking necessary precautions to, make sure of the safety of everybody. So either way, it's just really interesting right now. There seems to be division, nothing that I haven't seen before, but sometimes it's different, like there's division between all of us. And honestly, seeing this is just a random thought to close this, but it's crazy how much the kids are close with each other, as in kids support each other and support their games. And I know when they get on the court, they want to compete and be better than them, of course, but there is respect is a good thing. I'm not sure who needs to hear that, but respect is good to have. It doesn't matter in what setting. I know, yes, there are those that believe that having too much respect for an opponent might not lead to the most competitive nature and all that other stuff. And I understand that. That's definitely a good point. But it's good to have respect for those who are very talented and those who really want to, see the best for everybody, And I know there are people that I know rankings and stuff are really big. Another opinion I have is that, rankings are great. Rankings, I know I have my personal opinions on rankings. I know several others do. I mean, how outlets and stuff do with recruitment rankings, but in the end, everybody's got a common goal, and that goal is to play college basketball somewhere. It doesn't matter what level. And that's how people who view rankings should take it, instead of actually being frustrated with the ranking they're given, Really, this is just it's about showing the people who work at these outlets. It's about showing their expertise, I guess. And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. And that's kind of how it is, It's just kind of rankings. Just kind of, it's great to have rankings. It's good to have that debate with people saying who's the better player and who's the better player, And I know I've given opinions on rankings before too. I'm not going to say I haven't, but really it's honestly about getting to play college basketball and maybe playing basketball beyond that if people if they're fortunate enough to get the chance. So it is good to see that the kids support each other, and but at the same time, it also stinks that us adults we really don't do that. We're a lot more divisive than the kids are, and it's kind of frustrating. And sometimes, here's the thing, like when it comes to having disagreements about how people like decisions people make, it's okay to disagree with what they feel, but it's their opinion, and they're entitled to do what they want and what they feel is right for them, and that's how it should be. And I will respect whatever decisions are made. I'm not going to say I will agree with the choice, but it's kind of it's just a little bit frustrating in that regard, where people get frowned upon for making a choice that they feel was right for what was kind of like best for business and stuff, and it just there are plenty of things I could talk about. I know if I recall right, I know the Hoop State has been charging for streams over the last several days, and I know there are plenty of people that would go out, that they know plenty of people will go out and purchase the stream if it means they get to watch from afar, and there's some that do it for free. It just depends on preference, I guess. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what choice they're trying to make. It's something that they feel is best for the brand, and that's how it should be viewed. And I got no problem with that, I guess. Would I probably pay right now? Probably not, because I'm super broke. But either way, it's a choice that it's their choice, and I'm not gonna sit here and dog their choice. And it's crazy to see how much division there is between coaches, in AAU organizations, high schools, for private and public. There's division there. There's division between AAU coaches. There's division between parents. It's just really nothing. There's nothing like media beef in North Carolina, and just beef about youth sports, which plainly sucks. And it sucks that the kids are the ones that are the example of how to handle it the right way. And I know I previously did an episode on this, episode 3. I'm looking at the sheet right now. But really, there's opinions on all this stuff about, paying to see a live stream versus a free stream, what type of quality there is, and what hasn't been right. Either way, honestly, I feel like people would complain either way, whether it was free or it was worth. I don't remember what the price was, but whether you have to pay for it or it's free, I feel like that in some way people are going to complain, because that's what people do around here, is complain. And there's nothing. No one's perfect, of course. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. But it was a lose-lose situation for everybody, because really, people would be that nitpicky to point out something bad, even if it's the smallest thing. For example, our live stream wasn't perfect, but we know we want to be better at it. We know there are things we could do better, and just like everybody else, I'm sure people that every day, all these organizations are trying to find a way to be better in their own different way. So that's really all I had to say about that. It was just a nice opinion to kind of close the show. Hopefully you got to this point. But we'll see. We talked about WJG Sports Classic, kind of some media division in NC, when it comes to youth sports and basketball, especially fall sports, NCISAA. You never know. It probably could be happening soon, depending on the next week or so. And watch out for more kids potentially leaving the state to play high school sports elsewhere, depending on what happens next. So we'll see. We'll see in the end. But other than that, this has been episode 6 of Sundays with Strika. Of course, you can find this on Anchor and other podcasting platforms, and on YouTube if you're on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more content. I got more coming. A lot of open runs, a lot of basketball related content coming, and hopefully other things coming up as well. And you know where to find me on social media as well. I don't think I have to say that at this point, but yeah, this has been episode 6 of Sundays with Strika, and I'll see you again soon, or as the show indicates, I'll see you again next week. But yeah, peace. See y'all again later.